Hello, welcome to Whispers of the Forest with my psychic connection. I'm Squirrel, and I'm going to be with you for the next hour doing readings, having fun, and getting to know y'all. So, before we get started, let me explain how we do things here, all right? We do free and paid readings here, and we ask you to provide us with a specific question for both for the free and the paid. General readings can take us in many directions or talk about something you're not ready to say on a radio show. So we save those for the website. So if you do have a general question, you can go to www.mypsychicconnection.com and we'll take care of you there. So also, if you sign up on the website, you get 3 free minutes to start your reading. That's fantastic. Now, for the free, excuse me, I'll just spit all over the screen. For the free readings here, each of those are 2 minutes. If you'd like any more time or you'd like to jump ahead of the list, you can always donate using the link in the chat. We have a quick reading, a mini reading, a medium, and a mega. Now, mega readings allow you to ask up to 4 questions. Those are untimed. And the minis and the mediums are also untimed. Okay, if you have any legal or medical questions, save those for the legal and medical professionals. By law, we are not allowed to answer those types of questions. So I forgot to tell y'all with our donations, $1 of every single donation that we get for the next 2 months goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with that, but that is one of the most incredible hospitals in the world. Had a friend in Scotland that was doing a fundraiser for a young lady that had cancer, and she was not aware of St. Jude's Hospital. So I called St. Jude's to see if they would take the girl from Scotland. And they were like, absolutely. As long as you can get her there, they would pay for their parents' lodging so the parents wouldn't have to worry about where to stay or how to eat. They would pay for everything for the child. It is the most amazing system in the world, and they really do care about not only the children but the parents as well, so they don't have to feel horrible for not being with their children in such a hard place. So $1 of every donations goes to St. Jude's, so we appreciate that. All right, we do have the emoji contest tonight, so starting now, I want to see you guys fighting for that emoji contest. I'll be doing a free reading from the Human Spirit Oracle for that. And I love that deck. And it gets deep. So you guys start fighting for that now. Also, I love, love, love the jokes. So if you know any jokes, whether they're dad jokes, a little bit of a racy joke, I do love the blonde jokes. And I'm mostly blonde, I think. But I'm blonde, so I don't really know. No, I love all the jokes. So send me the jokes. I love to share the laughter. It lessens the burdens a lot, and it just makes everything go smoother. And also, today, I am going to talk a little bit throughout the readings of an amazing poem called The Desiderata. My mother introduced me to this poem. It was written by Max Ehrmann in 1927, and it is one of the most beautiful, beautiful things that I have ever read or encountered. So, hope y'all are ready for that, and I am ready to start reading. So, who do we have first? We got Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Gemma says, we have terrible flooding here Even lots of cattle and horses have drowned. Oh my goodness. It's improved tonight. Will I make it into the next village tomorrow through the floods, or should I rebook my appointment? That is an excellent question. Wow, I'm hoping that reduces greatly and that it's done with. Let's see. Would you be able to make it? All right. So what I'm seeing here is that your anxiety over it has really elevated. I do see that you could make it, but that it would really make you stress out hard. I don't see there being too much problem tomorrow as far as traffic or getting around things or even having to take detours. I'm not seeing any detours, but I am seeing the massive anxiety that surrounds it. Even if you woke up tomorrow and they were like, everything's fine, it would be niggling at the back of your brain. I recommend that you do rebook the appointment just for peace of mind. So if it's one of those appointments you absolutely have to get to, I don't see any problem with the anxiety. Okay, I hope that helps, honey. All right. So I am going to read you guys the first stanza of the Desiderata, and it is absolutely beautiful. So, as I said, Max Ehrman of Indiana wrote this in 1927, and he said it counseled the virtues he felt he was most in need of. Desiderata, the title itself, is Latin for things that are desired. And some of you may recognize this. And Gemma says, thank you. You're welcome, dear. And it starts out, the first stanza is go placidly amidst the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, and without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant, for they too have their story. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to let y'all sit with that, and I'm going to tell you the joke that just came up on the screen. So Journey says, a blonde and a redhead have a ranch. They've just lost their bull. The women need to buy another, but only have $500. The redhead tells the blonde, I will go to the market and see if I can find one for under that amount. If I can, I'll send you a telegram. So she goes to the market and she finds one for $499. Having only $1 left, she goes to the telegraph office and finds out that it costs $1 per word. She's stumped on how to tell the blonde to bring the truck and trailer. Finally, she tells the telegraph operator to send the word comfortable. Skeptical, the operator asks, and how will she know to come with the trailer from just that word? The redhead replies, she's a blonde, so she reads real slow. Comfortable. Okay, that one's funny. I like it. All right, you guys, do send me the jokes. When I start getting a whole slew of jokes, we're going to start a joke contest too, which is really, really hard for me to judge. So I would need help from the audience because I love them all. All right. Who do we have next? We've got Amanda T. Hi, Amanda. She says, yay, squirrely. Huggles, hugs back at ya. She says, I'm wanting to connect with my guides better. I'm trying to find a meditation I can do. Being Virgo, don't make it easy. Yeah, it's hard for Virgos to meditate. What advice may I have for this? How can I connect better? Let me see. Now, the first thing that popped into my head, Virgo energy, they've got to have something to do with their mind. So One of the things that I do, I have some prominent Virgo in my chart. One of the things that I do to relax, and it is a form of meditation, believe it or not. I play these math games on the internet, little math games that are something like oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the game. It's they got little bombs and you have to do the numbers across, like there's numbers down and there's numbers across, and if you get the wrong one the bomb goes off, which isn't relaxing. But the counting and the thought that you have to put in to where you're supposed to click on the numbers is really amazing. Amanda says, I love math. I think the original game is called Minesweeper. That's it, Minesweeper. If you can find any game on the variation of Minesweeper, not only will that calm you, it will keep your mind focused and will allow you to find that peace and quiet that you are needing, and that will help you open up further to other meditations. A lot of meditations like Aries would want a kinetic meditation where they're making movement, where they're not sitting still. But Virgo meditation is really best if it is some sort of word game, some sort of math game, something to keep them still. Because when you try to stay still in your own mind, the bell. I hope that helped, Amanda. I know those games helped me a lot. So, all right. What do we have next? We have Jasmine. Jasmine says, when will I get a job? And could you see me getting a desired job? Let's check this out. I'm going to look at a when and see whether that is a desired job. I'm seeing actually a great deal of trouble getting a job, Jasmine. Is it the area you're in, or are you lacking the means to get to the job? Because I'm seeing you looking, I am seeing you looking, but everything that's available to you just really kind of sucks all the fire out of you. You're just not very pleased with what you can find, with what you can get to. I do see a change of luck coming for you, because I feel like this absence of a desired job right now is due to unlucky circumstances. But I'm not seeing anything that you would be really happy with coming up for you right away. I do recommend that you widen your prospects, widen your search. Like, I feel like it's narrowed down to one particular thing, and every now and then you throw out an application just because you need a job. But really look at your skills. You have some amazing, not detective skills, though that could be part of what it is. You have observation and logic skills that are out of this world. And I don't think that you're looking for any kind of job that would really take that to the forefront. I feel like the job that you would love the most has something to do with that. And this may be the university. Guys, it's really hard when there's still so much on the table to just stop. But we got to make sure we get to everyone, because each and every one of you are important to us. So if you would like a longer reading, or you would like to go more deep into a question, just remember we do have that donation option for everybody that jumps you to the front of the list, and it gives us a little more time. And Jasmine says yes. Yes, Jasmine. And also remember too that we do have other shows, so you can ask those questions, and make sure you're coming and subscribe so you know when those shows are happening. Okay. I'm going to read you a little more piece of the Desiderata. Now, this is really like This is life-changing. When we go deeper into the poem, too, you'll see what I mean. So the next stanza says, avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. So everything about this, I don't feel the need to explain it to you guys because y'all are pretty smart. I mean, you're here with me. We're all pretty smart. But if you do want deeper exclamation, I can't even say the word exclamation, explanation. I'm just telling y'all how smart I am, sir. All right. But if you would like a deeper explanation of it, I'd be happy to help. And we got a joke. Journey says, a guy took his blonde girlfriend to her first football game. They had great seats right behind the team's bench. After the game, he asked her how she liked the experience. Oh, I really liked it, she replied, especially the tight pants and all the big muscles. But I just couldn't understand why they were killing each other over 25 cents. Dumbfounded, her date asked, what do you mean? Wow, they flipped a coin. One team got it, and then for the rest of the game, all they kept screaming was, get the quarterback, get the quarterback. I'm like, hello, it's only 25 cents. Okay, sorry, I had to use my blonde voice. And Jasmine said, thank you so much for today's reading. You're so welcome, Jasmine. Okay, you're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes, even though that was Journey's joke. But I can't help it, you guys. That was a good joke, Journey. Thank you. All right, who do we have next? We got Son of Squirrel. Hey, Son of Squirrel. I know you. What difficulties will I face in obtaining my driver's license? Very good question. What difficulties will you face in obtaining your driver's license? I'm just mainly a lack of forward movement. You feel like everything's been stagnant, that things have been moving by now. You are raring to go and chomping at the bit, but you just feel like nothing is moving. So I think the biggest challenge that you would have to face right now is work up the courage, work up the willpower to say, hey, can somebody take me to the damn driver's license building? Please. I think your biggest obstacle in a lot of things is not being confident enough to ask. So you just need to start asking more and reminding and not expecting the people around you to just know or just remember. I hope that helps, but definitely ask, okay? And we might have a little money issue there too, so that might be an obstacle. Okay. All right. I hope that helps, Son of Squirrel. Ah. Son of Squirrel says, LOL, yeah, thank you. That was the obvious one, but the other one, and he says, very helpful. I'm glad that helps. Hey, who do we have next? Do you have any jokes? I got a joke. Oh, okay. I'll tell my joke after this one. We got JMC Reforming. She says, hi there. Do you see me reconciling with my husband, please? I feel like he's trying to test the waters as he is being overly nice at the moment. Thank you. Let's take a look at this, JMC. Reconciling with your husband. I think there is a possibility. But I'm seeing right now that you are so on your guard. It's like you do not trust him right now. You really want to. But he has put you through such a ringer, and you have gone through such a long time of him being closed off and not communicating. Like you've been trying to reach out, and he's been like this brick freaking wall. And you almost gave up, and all of a sudden it's like, why now? What's going on now? How did this happen? You're tempted to trust him. You're tempted to, but you're just not in that place. You're like on that high ground saying, in the defensive, saying, okay, I'll listen to you, but I'm gonna punch you in the nose the first thing you say wrong. You're very upset with him. I don't think you realized how upset that this whole situation has gotten you. That I do feel that you're tempted. I do feel that he is being genuine. He's not after something, he doesn't have this ulterior motive or other agenda. As I think he kind of finally pulled his head out of his butt and realized how valuable you are to him. But he's also afraid that he's done so much that you won't want anything to do with it. I hope that helps, hon. I hope that made sense because there was a lot of information coming in all at once. So I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to pull up that Desiderata again. And I I wish I could read the whole thing to you all at once. This may take a little while, like a couple of shows to get all the way through. It's an incredible poem. It's just so many things that we can all think about. So I'll do you the next stanza. It says, keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideas, and everywhere life is full of heroism. That one really gets me because the world is full of trickery. And it is so hard to remember that there are really amazing people out there. And we just got to look for it sometimes. And we got to allow ourselves to trust. Now, if we see the red flags, we pull back. But we've got to allow ourselves to see the beauty sometimes. I love this poem. Oh, here we go. Journey. Okay. I know this one. I love this one. So, a blind guy on a bar stool shouts to the bartender, want to hear a blonde joke? In a hushed voice, the guy next to him says, before you tell that joke, you should know something. Our bartender is blonde. The bouncer is blonde. I'm a 6 foot tall, 200-pound black belt. The guy sitting next to me is 6'2", weighs 225 pounds, and he's a rugby player. The fella to your right is 6'5", pushing 300, and he's a wrestler. Each one of us is blonde. Think about it, mister. Do you still want to tell that joke? The blind guy says, nah, not if I'm going to have to explain it 5 times. I think that's probably the best blonde joke ever. And Miss Collins says, you look beautiful tonight, Squirrel. Aw, thank you, Miss Collins. Oh, I got to stop laughing over that joke. I love, love, love that joke. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm ready for my next question. We got Norma Brown. Hi, Norma. I absolutely love that picture of you. That is a great new picture. She says, will I find a relationship soon? A new relationship soon? All right, Norma, what we got here? Okay. So what I'm getting here, oh, honey, you have been, you've been incredibly depressed, incredibly feeling lonely, feeling like there is nothing in your orbit worth being present for. Um, I feel like your self-confidence and your shininess, you're one of those shiny people, but it's gone down to such a dim glow that you no longer feel like yourself and you feel trapped and you feel like you need somebody else in your life to make you shine again. I think one of the things you need to do is remember that you are incredible, that you are one of those shiny people, but you've got to let yourself shine again. You've got to work on that confidence. You've got to work on that self love that I know is in there. You've got to find that laughter. Or I see you saying hi to people and smiling at them and them looking at you, even if they don't know you, recognizing you. Like, where their faces light up because of that beautiful smile and hello that you have. Start doing that again. Start doing that. And yes, I do see that you can find a new love, but you've got to remember that you are one of the shiny people and you got to start shining again, honey. You're beautiful, Norma. You're beautiful. Start saying hello to strangers. Stop. I hope that helps. Oh my gracious. I think that the Desiderata, the next line or the next stanza speaks directly to that. And this is for everybody. And Norma says, thank you. You're welcome, honey. This says, be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love, for it is in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. So we don't want to pretend to feign affection. We don't want to be so cynical about love either that we stop giving it. What this is saying is in the face of all this dryness, all this parched emotion, all this disenchantment, this disillusion that we have lived through, love still exists. Love is eternal. And when we can learn to water it, we're talking in metaphor here with gardening. The perennial is the grass, the aridity. When we can learn to pour ourselves into it as ourselves, it will come back. It is constant. And we all have to remember that because we've all been disenchanted and we've all been hurt. And we've all tried to be someone we're not, to please someone else. And that's one of the ways we get hurt. So I find that beautiful. You guys, if you can find this in its full form, it's called the Desiderata, and it is amazing. All right, who do we have next? All right, guys, we got that lightning round. Those of you who haven't been here, what that means is for the next 3 minutes, you can ask as many yes, no questions as you can possibly type. You're not limited to one, just start typing. They have to be yes, no. They cannot be why, when, where, or how. Yes, no questions. Start typing them in. We are going to do this lightning round. This is exciting. All I'm allowed to say is yes, no, or undetermined. And sometimes that's so hard. And you'll see on my face, my eyes just bugging out, thinking, oh no, there's so much more to say, but this is fun. So come on, you guys. I want those pouring in. Where are those yes, no questions? 3 minutes we got. You can ask as many questions as you want. All right. So while we're waiting for that, we're not waiting for that. We're going. Son of Squirrel says, will I afford? Yes. Amanda T says, will good things come this month? Undetermined. Taylor says, will I go to the Bahamas with my sister in March? Yes. Kate D says, will people like me in the dinner theater? Yes. Son of Squirrel says, will I get a job in the next few months? Yes. Taylor A says, is Casey still in love with me? No. Amanda T says, has DY changed any for the better? No. Kate D says, will I have lots of fun this year? Oh, yes. Oh, okay. It's so hard not to say more. Amanda T says, will I do well with astrology when I get my book? Undetermined. Taylor A, should I reconstruct my bedroom? No. Kate Dershing, is yoga teacher training a good idea? Oh, yes. She keeps getting it. Okay. Amanda T, will extra cash come in this year? Yes. All right, you guys. While we're waiting for those questions, come on, you guys. 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to ask as many yes no questions as you want. Son of Squirrel says, will I eventually move up north? Yes. Taylor A, will I hear from Christine regarding a part-time position they are thinking about? No. Amanda T, should I start yoga this month? No. I want to say so much more to all of them. You guys, do be sure to subscribe to our channel. Taylor A says, does Casey still love me as a person? Yes. Amanda T says, will this month have more fun times? Yes. Son of Squirrel, will I stay in the US? Yes. Energy says, will I buy a new car this year? Yes. So when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we make sure that you get notified for all the shows we have. We have all the lives. We also have some amazing shorts that you guys, if you haven't seen them yet. Oh, Jasmine, will my father get to know the truth this year? Yes. Amanda, will our car do well through till next year? No. Amanda, will my cats behave? Wait, do they ever? No. Yes. Yes. I don't want to show you that card so bad because it was funny. So, okay, you guys, the yes no round is over. And Energy says, I used to have a poster of the Desiderata when I was a teenager. I need a poster right here on my wall in front of me that I can see at all times because you guys, it is just the most beautiful thing. So thank you for playing the yes no round for us. And don't forget, we are still going hot and heavy with that emoji contest. So if you want that free reading with the Human Spirit Oracle, go ahead and toss those emojis in, and the winner, the one who gets the most in, will be the one who gets that reading. All right. That was fun. I love those lightning rounds. Oh, hold on a second. I got them written down because I can't remember them. But I got a joke for y'all. Okay. So a pair of cows were talking in the field. One of them said, have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around? Yeah, the other cow says, makes me so glad I'm a penguin. Okay, lame joke, but I liked it. All right, who do we have next? We got Taylor A. Good to see you, Taylor. She says, when will I hear from Casey? How long will it take him to reach out? Thank you and happy New Year's. New Year. When will you hear from Casey? Let me see. I'm trying to do some timing here. It'll take a while. I'm seeing about 2 months here. Um, it looks to me like KC is testing waters, sowing oats, I should say. I know that's not what you want to hear right now, but he is out, or they are out enjoying being free and single and young. Um, I do have that you will hear from them in 2 months, and that you will be very, very pleased to hear from them. Meanwhile, I do feel that instead of hoping for forward movement from them, make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure that you don't become suffocated by the separation, that it's not all you think about. Make sure you're getting out, doing things that you enjoy with friends or even by yourself. I think that going out to dinner alone one night and really enjoying your own company, it's hard to do the first time, but if you can do that and you can really just enjoy being there in the moment, that it would go a long way for pulling you out of the missing them so. I do see that there could be a reconciliation within those 2 months, but I highly recommend it. I hope that helped, son. Son, some. It's like my words are not coming out of my mouth correctly. I do hope that helped. Okay. And that goes to that desiderata, the ones that I just told you about being yourself. I think that a lot of us sometimes need to relearn that because we forget how. And on that, I'll tell you the next part, the next stanza of that desiderata says, take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering things of youth. I have issue with that line. It says, I love this though. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. So many of us forget that. And I forget it. I I forget it. And I have to read that every now and then just to remember that beyond, a wholesome discipline, making sure that I get up in the morning and brush my hair and brush my teeth and do the things that I'm supposed to do, not to beat myself up for the things I can't do. And there's a lot I can't do. A lot I cannot do. And it took me a great long minute to be able to come to terms with that. But now that I'm not all the way to terms at it. Sometimes I'm like really mad about it, but I have to remember to be gentle with myself. All of us do. All of us. All right. What do we have next? We got a joke. You guys, Journey's still the king. You guys got to start sending in those jokes so we can dethrone him. Although I love him being on the throne. So he says, a brunette goes into a doctor's office and says that her body hurts wherever she touches it. Impossible, says the doctor. Show me. She takes her finger and presses on her elbow and screams in agony. She pushes her knee and screams, pushes her ankle and screams, and so it goes on and on. Everywhere she touches makes her scream with pain. The doctor says, you're not really a brunette, are you? She says, no, I dyed my hair. I'm naturally blonde. I thought so, he says. Your finger is broken. My God. Poor blondes. I love blonde jokes though. All right, who do we have next? We got Alexa A. Hi, Alexa. Says my apartment burned the other day. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. Lost everything. Do you see everything working out for me? I'm so stressed and worried about what is to come. Oh, Alexa, I am so sorry. I'm going to also look to see what next steps you can take to work through this. Everything going to work out for Alexa. What's this? And she say, right now. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Okay. There is a possibility. She says, thank you. There is a possibility that this can work out. One of the first steps you need to take and to remember, and I pray that nobody was hurt in this fire, but what I'm seeing here, I've got the Ten of Coins, and the Ten of Coins is a card of the accumulation of things. And I know you don't want to hear this right now. I know you've heard this probably several times since this happened, but the material, most of it can be replaced. She says, nobody was hurt. Thank you. My chest is hurting for you. She says, the material things can be replaced. Please remember that. And that this card came through for you, most of that can be replaced. That part will be okay. It will take time, but yes, it can be okay. I do see that you've lost a lot of memories, a lot of things that were personal to you, pictures or small gifts from somebody that you cannot replace. That person is not around anymore. If there's any way that you can, I am so, so, so sorry, Alexa. And I hope that helps. I do not know what to even say right now, except that I love you. The universe does love you, and that things will be okay, but they will take time. Okay? Now you can see. Okay. So, my next part of the Desiderata. Alexa, I want you to hear this strong. Listen, listen, listen. And everyone else, this applies to all of us. And this is one of the stanzas that really hit me in the gut. It hits me every time I read it. And she says, thank you again. You're welcome, honey. And this stanza says, you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. And sometimes, you guys, we will rail against that. We will say, why the hell? But there is a reason for everything. We just can't always know it. And that reason is never, never because you deserved it. None of us deserve anything like that. So if anybody ever tells you that, I'll break their kneecaps. Okay? I won't really, but I'll think it real hard. But, all right, you guys. So who do we have next? Energy. What you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. Okay, that one made me giggle and roll my eyes. And I love, love, love a good joke that can make me roll my eyes. I love them. All right. Who do we have next? Should I read y'all another piece of the Desiderata? Do that. So, this is the last stanza. And this says, therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, Keep peace with your soul. All right, that's not the last one, but we will get that because we have an emoji winner. Taylor is our emoji winner tonight. Congratulations. Oh, let me get the right deck and we will get the human spirit. All right, Taylor. Let's see what we've got for you here. I'm going to give this one good little shuffle. And when I do these, I tell you what you most need to hear right now. So the very first card I've got for you, Taylor, is Broken Open. And this is a beautiful and heartbreaking picture. I've got this beautiful woman, and she's dressed wonderfully, and all of her chest is broken open, like it was just shattered. So you have been through some vicious times, and you do feel like you have just been broken open, and like a lot of the pieces are missing, a lot of the pieces, and you don't know how to put that back together again. So I want you to really look at this and see how beautiful she is. And this is one part of her, but she does have all the pieces there. They're not going to go back the same way, but the way that they do go back together will make her stronger and they will make her different. You are growing in so many ways. And it's time to take those pieces and start piecing them back together in a way where you can move forward because you're not able to move forward right now. You're still too raw. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying, learn to like yourself again. There's so much about you to like. Look at yourself eye to eye. I want you to look at the mirror in the mirror, okay? I don't want you to see any imperfections because I know we all look in the mirror and I don't like the shape of my eyes and I don't like my nose. That's not what we're looking at. I want you to have a face to face, an eye to eye, look in the mirror and see what that girl has gone through. See what you have endured and how you're still standing. I want you to throw your shoulders back and lift your chin up. Don't be looking down. Don't let this happen. Look at who you are. Talk to yourself who you want to be because it's never too late to start trying to be the person you want to be. Don't allow this to define you. Okay? And then I've got I am golden. Remember when I was telling Norma how she's one of those shiny people? That is something you are destined to be too. Like literally. It's like, maybe not literally. You are golden. And when you look in that mirror, I want you to see some of those flecks of gold. Start pulling that gold out so other people can see it too. And when other people see it, you start to feel it more. Right now, you just feel broken. You are golden. And I know I've said this before, but there's a Japanese art, I don't know the name of it, that they take the broken vases, they take the broken mosaics, and they use gold to put it back together, and the gold comes through in the cracks, and it's absolutely beautiful. If that doesn't say that, nothing does. That gold will shine through the cracks, and people will know they can trust you because you've been through it and you lived to tell about it. So have that face to face with yourself. Spend some time with yourself. Don't drown out your thoughts with all the noise. You can do this, Taylor, and you really deserve to because you are golden. I hope that helps you. Beautiful cards. Hard ones. All right. So, you guys, there's some deep things going on tonight. Let me tell you another joke. And not to get away from the emotion, but so that we can all breathe through it, because shared laughter brings us together. Shared pain does as well, but the shared laughter lets us know that there's a light on the other side of the tunnel. Okay? So, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite jokes. So, 200, this one's horrible though. Okay? So, it's a little dark. Two hunters are out in the woods and one of them collapses. He's not breathing and his eyes are glazed. So the other guy whips out his cell phone and he calls 911. He says, I think my friend is dead. He yells, what can I do? The operator says, calm down. First, let's make sure he's dead. There's a silence, then a shot. Then he's back on the phone and he says, okay, now what? So, and Taylor says, thank you. You're welcome, Taylor. I know that joke is so horrible, but it really is one of my favorites. All right, who do we have next? We got Kate. Kate, look, I got so all up into that joke that I forgot to get my cards back. Oh my gosh. Space Squirrel. There's a movie in there somewhere. So Kate says, what do you call, oh, this is a joke. What do you call a gray haired lady? An antique blonde. Okay, that's a good one. I was getting all ready to read. And Deanna. Hello, Deanna. Nice to meet you. So, may I have a career and money reading? All right, let's look at career and money for Deanna. Career and money. It looks like right now you're looking for a job, but you're almost having what is that? uh Choice paralysis. It's like you don't feel like you've got the options open to you that you want, but the options that are there is like, which one do I choose? You've been waiting for a very long time for a proper job, for the job that you would love. I do see a job coming in, not as soon as you want, not the job you're looking for. And it looks like a career move for April. I know that's not as soon as you want. I do suggest that you take one of these piddly jobs that is staring you in the face. And I don't mean to say piddly like it don't matter, because every job matters. We've got to eat and we've got to move forward. But it looks to me like there's a very good career coming in April for you. And it would be more in management. That's why you're not liking the job options open to you, because they're more lower level jobs, and you're ready for management. You're ready to take charge. I do see it being good money, but I would say negotiate for more, that they would start you lower than you would want to start at. Okay. I do hope that helps, and good luck. That does look exciting. Just take one of those other jobs for now and keep your eyes open for that job coming in April, because that's going to be a career step that is going to be amazing for you, Deanna. All right. So I've got to read you guys that last. Oh, nope. I'll read it right after I read this joke. Energy says, how does a cucumber become a pickle? It goes through a jarring experience. Okay. I like that one. I like that one. That was a surprise. That was a good one. All right. So my last line, my last stanza is of the Desiderata for tonight. Says, and this one is for everyone, because we all have felt this first line. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful and strive to be happy. Happiness we have to strive at, guys. It doesn't just come to us. We've got to let it in, and sometimes we got to look for it. So, you guys definitely check that out. You can find the full poem on the internet. It is absolutely beautiful. And that was written 97 years ago. They still had the same problems we had now. So, kind of, I don't know. I think that we all need to remember that and pass that down to our children so that that poem's still around another 100 years. All right. Who do we have? Oh, we're on our last question. How about that? All right. Who do we got? We got Haley. Hi, Haley. Haley says, will I be in a relationship? All right. I will check that out. But what next time, Haley, give us a time frame. I'm looking over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get a 6-month here. 6-month period. And it looks like this month that you will have some form of relationship. I don't see it being a love relationship, but I do see a new relationship forming. I'm thinking around work. If this looks like a friendship to me, or collaboration where you're working with somebody to make something better. That's teamwork. So I do see it work related or making things better related. I do not see this as a love relationship. Okay, now for this is January. For February, I see a relationship coming in, but it's not a good relationship. Really look for red flags. This person can be a bit backstabby. I mean, I'm just seeing it straight up backstabbing. I do feel like that is another kind of friendship. Um, but don't push everybody away just because I said this. Look for the red flags. This is a development. I don't really see anything for March, April, or May, though. However, I mean, that's just this is like deep, meaningful relationships. January, February, March, April, May, June. I see a very strong possibility that new communications where you reach out to someone, see how she's got her that bird in her hand and she's reaching out with it. So it would be June where you would feel strong and confident enough and comfortable enough to actually communicate to make a deep relationship. I'm seeing, other than the one for this month, the friendship or the work relationship that I'm seeing that right now you're on very big guard, like you're pushing people at arm's distance without even realizing it, and that you're not communicating. So June, and you can start that communication sooner, but wait until you're ready. So when you start communicating, or in June, you will find the ability and the people around. Wow, you guys, this hour went fast. I hope that helped. And thank you all for choosing to be here tonight and spending this whole hour with me. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow we have Cassidy the Card Slinger at 10 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to be there. She is a phenomenal reader. And some of the ways that she sees these cards is just mind blowing. She's just beautiful. So be sure to be there tomorrow night. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out all the great content. Never miss another live. And we have some phenomenal shorts and videos that are YouTube specific content only. So come see us, and I will see you guys next week. Good night.